Why do you think zombies are the most popular monsters of our time, even before vampires and werewolves? And what fears do they symbolize for you? And what fascinates you about zombies?
Ooh,
Ooh.
can I go?
Yes.
I mean, I like all those scary monsters. I'm a fan of all of them. But I think the thing with zombies in particular is it seems like an illness. It seems like there's a cellular level of deterioration that everybody ages, everybody gets sick eventually. Uh, it's almost like it's like the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're still moving forward. You can't get away from it. You know what I mean? So maybe the idea of loss, the idea of uh, immortality, like all of those, they play into that monster in particular. You know?
Yeah. The idea of being dead but living forever. It's like being trapped in a way, or I don't know,
Kind of,
soulless people living in a world of soulless people. Imagine
yeah.
that. No, yeah, decay, not almost being paralyzed in a strange world, not moving on. Yeah. And then also just not having a brain, just out of control function. It's frightening. Bah. It's scary.
Now, Daryl and Carol were established as potential early victims in the first series, and they'd proven themselves to be true survivors. So what would you say? What makes a hero in your eyes?
I just, you know what? I feel like those two characters recognize something. They both come from an abusive past. I think maybe that's why the main story was more about when we started out. It was more about Rick, and it was about that sort of family triangle. We were kind of we were on the show, but it was mostly about the story. But we recognized something in each other, and we both started sticking up for each other. And I think that having each other's backs and watching out for the other person through all these years, and now in a foreign country, I think it sort of cements those two characters as special to me.
Yeah, I think too that early on they these these characters presented stories where they had a good way to go. Not a good way to go, but I mean a length evolution wise they start here and they have a long way to go, I should say. Um and I think that the writers and the storytellers really locked in on how their stories could unfold and how each season they would evolve and grow and get stronger. And I think that's why they're still here.
How often do you still hear that they should have become a couple, and how would you describe their feelings for one another?
Melissa, it's all you, girl.
Hey now.
I saw my button, man, my mute button. So
Um
my Wi-Fi connection is bad.
Stuff. Um I I don't hear it as often because I'm not on social media, and but I do, I run into fans in the streets that just they love these characters. They love that they're together the way that they are, but I I just am not, I don't know how to respond, honestly. Um I'm glad that they have an interest in how these characters develop, and if they, make some people would like to see them together. and others just really appreciate any way that they're together, which is me. I appreciate any way that they can be together. I love these characters together.
Do you think there are regional, as season 1 was set in France, do you think there are regional differences between zombies?
Yes.
We,
We.
All right. You want to expound?
yeah, I mean, I think, even the other shows, Fear the Walking Dead, etc. I think they mutate in different ways, in similar ways, but also different ways. We've had lurkers, we've had the dormant ones. We've had so many different versions.
The hungry ones.
The hungry ones. I like the different names.
Yeah.
The different regions give the zombies. I particularly like. I like. Here I go.
Yeah.
I swung out. Yeah. They morph in different ways. They're called different things. I like everyone's take on it.
Yeah. These season 2 walkers are terribly frightening. Very impressive skills.
Walking Dead has become a whole universe now with a lot of different series, with the success of your series now. In a time where a lot of TV series only get 2 seasons, and this is becoming a universe, how do you plan on continuing forward, and how to get the thing to keep being successful with the narrative of the story?
I think we keep reinventing all the time. I don't think either Melissa nor myself would have wanted to continue doing the show if we were just doing the exact same storylines and stuff for all these different years. So the characters themselves have changed so much. The storylines have changed. The writers have changed. The showrunners have changed. The situations have changed. The countries have changed. We keep reinventing, and I think that's what is the most interesting, at least it is to me. Both the characters of Carol and Daryl are so different than when they first started on the show.
And two, the way that this is set up, not only the cinematography and these locations being what they are, and opening up a whole new world for people that have been watching for years, and also, people around the world seeing these locations for the first time, much like I have, visually stunning and giving people something new to look at in a story that they're familiar with, or a story that is easy to get into even if you haven't watched the original show. And the way that it's structured is really allowing the story to go deeper into these characters who have experienced so much coming up to this point that they've never talked about, never explored, never shared, never dealt with. And it's really rich storytelling.